Hello and welcome along to episode 6 of this Cricket 19 Ashes test playthrough with me, Daniel. It's England v Australia in the first test of the 2019 Ashes, and we're playing through the test match, one session per episode. We're into our 6th one today, which is the final session of day 2, and we look to continue our form with the bat, as you can see in the background we're lining up for. But firstly, before we click on the scorecard to check out our progress so far, if you have missed the previous episodes and don't know how we're getting on, then do click on the eye above to catch up with the series so far, so you don't get any spoilers when we click on the scorecard. We'll have a little overview of how we got on in the last session, and then we'll continue our progress through the next 30 overs as we see out the rest of the second day, and we'll be showing you key highlights as we score some runs, and hopefully as we avoid losing wickets. And also, of course, to any of you that have been following this series, of course the content is completely new to this channel. It's traditionally always been Football Manager, so to have games like this and Snooker 19 really have been a bit different for me. Of course the quality of the content will improve as I get used to the style of the games, but a massive thank you for your support so far, and if you are enjoying the videos, please do chuck a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel and put that notification bell on, as we've got loads of content coming from sports games across the channel. But let's have a look at the scorecard. If you haven't clicked back now, you are going to get the spoilers. We're 5 wickets down after the second session in day 2. We've played 74 overs, we're 197 for 5. And now trail Australia's first innings score by just 15 runs, with 5 wickets in the bank and 4 good batsmen still to come. So it's Joe Root at the crease on 91, alongside Jonny Bairstow, who's on 9 off 18, after Ben Stokes got out just before the tea break after a brilliant 62 off 98 balls. He and Joe Root put on over 100 partnership for England and really put us back in control of this test match, and if we can get ourselves past the 250 mark today, we'll have a nice lead going into the second innings. We're going to need it with our top order batsmen. Keaton Jennings and Rory Burns weren't great as openers, and we're relying on that middle order to save us again, as is so often the case in real life. Australia have just got the 4 bowlers, so they're finding things a little bit tricky, and maybe we'll see a part-timer in this session. If we do, we'll really go and attack him. The boundaries are starting to flow, we're picking up the run rate as well, and if we go to the overall scorecard before we start, you can see we should pass Australia's score comfortably. So let's go and get into the first over of the evening session. Nathan Lyon, the spinner's going to bowl it. Hopefully we'll be effective against him again. We'll be back with highlights in a moment. First ball of the session then is Jonny Bairstow on strike. There's plenty of space on the leg side and Bairstow just flicks it away for a single. A really solid start to the session, making sure we had a run immediately. We're just 14 off that Australia score now, and my goal is to pass that without losing a wicket, and then we'll start to be a little more attacking. Nathan Lyon to continue his over. Hopefully Joe Root will be in the runs as well. Lyon coming in, Root just 9 away from his century of course, outside off stump, he's going to get a single for that one. A good drive towards the covers, but it doesn't beat the infielder, so it is just going to be 1. Final ball of the over to Bairstow, 3 dots in a row, but now there's space on both sides of the wicket, so we are going to try and flick this away on the offside. We've played it a little bit early, but that's actually worked as the ball's gone a bit finer to the point region, and there's no man in the infield, so it's gone to the deep for a single. 3 off the over, and we reach 200 with a final ball. It's Mitchell Starc continuing at the other end. A little bit of a strange decision really. Just 5 overs till the new ball's available, so I'm not quite sure why they're tiring him out. We're happy for them to do that, and with a scoring freely off line at the other end, we're just going to be a bit more defensive to Starc and make sure we don't get out, and then we can exploit the new ball with the 2 slightly slower bowlers. Mitchell Starc coming in for the second ball of the over. Can we get it away? It's a short one, so we'll duck, and that's gone over the wicket keeper as well. What a nice surprise that was. I'm not sure if it'll reach the boundary. It has beat the fielder there in the end, so we're going to get 4 wides. A brilliant start to the over without having to play any risky shots. Mitchell Starc coming in, 3rd ball of the over. We've had a couple of wides already. This one's outside off stump. A nice shot from Bairstow, just going to be a single, and it's Joe Root back on strike. He's 8 away from his century, but we won't take the risks off the seam bowlers. He's left Joe Root that tempting shot down the ground, but if it's outside off stump we're not going to play that. If it's outside leg like that one, we're just going to flick him off the hips for a single. It's so easy at the moment, and we're just making runs comfortably. We're taking advantage of the spinner and then just nudging singles off the seamers. Final ball for Mitchell Starc. They've not been a good over with all the wides. This one's going to be flicked away by Bairstow. Another single to finish, keeping Root off the strike, which is a little bit of a shame when he's close to his century, but Jonny Bairstow wants to be chasing his score, and he's doing it as quickly as possible. A really good over, and now we're back to Nathan Lyon, the spinner. Lyon in for the third ball of his over. It's a more leg side delivery. Bairstow's found the gap quite nicely there, enough to sneak a quick single. Joe Root back on strike, and I'm sure the field will be more defensive to him on 93 and chasing a century, having got most of his runs off Lyon. We're wrong though with 3 balls left in the over. Joe Root's got the exact same field. Will he be able to find a gap as well? It's outside off stump, and he finds the single to cover point. Another run for Joe Root. He's now on 94. Final ball of the spinner's over. We're just 1 away from the Australians' first innings score now. Bairstow flicks it round the corner, and we are going to get that run, and we end the third over after tea, level with Australia's first innings score, but we've still got the 5 wickets in the bank and plenty of good batsmen yet to come. Second ball of the over for Stark, charging into Johnny Bairstow. There's space down the ground if he can play it. It's a lovely shot from Bairstow. He's going to get 2 for that, as the fielder's not quite going to get there quickly enough. Joe Root will get back to the non-striker's end. Johnny Bairstow retains the strike. We take the lead for the first time in this test match. What a good innings this has been after collapsing to 56 for 4. Halfway through the over, Mitchell Stark still looking for those offside deliveries. This one should be able to be flicked away. It's going to be another single for Bairstow. Joe Root back on strike. Can we edge him closer to his century? Final ball of the over. Again, it's a very good option to play to the leg side. We're going to try and nick one there. Good shot from Joe Root. He moves on to 95 and keeps the strike towards Nathan Lyon. We're just 2 overs away from the new ball now. Again, the main option to the spinner is down to mid-on. We've also got space round the corner again. We just want to flick it to the leg side. When we get deliveries like that, it's perfect. And they're easy quick singles, and it really keeps the run rate ticking over. 217 for 5. We're leading by 5 runs with 5 wickets in hand. Plenty of 5s going on now. Johnny Bairstow back on strike. Halfway through the over, still very offside heavy this field. Can we flick that one to mid-on? We've been clean bowled out there. That is awful from Johnny Bairstow. Got all around it, and now we're starting to collapse. This could be the start of the end of this innings. A really poor delivery, a really poor shot. We really shouldn't have been bowled by that one. Cleaned out Johnny Bairstow. He's out for 18 off 40 deliveries, and we've got just 4 wickets left, though we've still got 3 good batsmen. So we could go for the left-hander now of Moeen Ali, just to try and cause a little bit of trouble, but with Stark and Lyon likely to come out of the attack soon, it's probably better for us to have the right-hander. I'm not quite sure what we're going to go for. Do you know what? I'm just going to throw Moeen Ali in. Ben Folkes can come in after that, but let's get the left and right-hand combination. Last ball of the over, second to be faced by Moeen Ali. Can we get anything outside off stump? Lovely shot for a single, and he'll keep the strike for the next over. One more until the new ball. Nathan Lyon finishes the over, and he'll be delighted to get another wicket. Ali on strike to Mitchell Stark, the left arm around the wicket. This should be a pretty good matchup for us. Short delivery, flicked over the wicket keeper. What a shot that is from Ali. It certainly didn't intend to hit it there, but he got the 4 with just 1 bounce, and that's exactly what we wanted to see. A good delivery and a boundary. A little bit of luck involved, but we're not going to complain about that. Mitchell Stark's got to rethink his plans now. He's gone for another short one, and Moeen Ali's flicked it away. That's the shot he was intending the first time. He's pulled it for a single to the leg side, and now Joe Root's back on strike. It's all going on around him, but he's still just 4 away from his century. 2 balls left, Mitchell Stark charging in. We're waiting for a short delivery again. Pulled away by Joe Root for a single. Another run off the over. 6 off 5 deliveries, and Moeen Ali will face the last ball. The same field to Moeen Ali. A flick round the corner will give us a single. There's plenty of space on the offside as well, but Ali just flicks it to square leg. A single to finish the over. 7 off Mitchell Stark, and I'm sure Australia will take the new ball now. Final ball of the over then, and weirdly the space is outside off stump for Joe Root. He's going to try and play it for a single, and he might get 2 there, but the fielder's there quickly. Joe Root moves on to 98. Nervy moments trying to get someone to a century. We've got space on the leg side this time, but the delivery's not right for it. Joe Root plays down the ground. He might get 2 for this one. I think we're going to try and rush it. Moeen Ali's charging back to the non-striker's end, and Joe Root gets the century. A fantastic innings. All of that defending on day 1. When the openers were awful and getting themselves out, Joe Root made it count. His run rate was absolutely awful at the start. His strike rate's been poor throughout, but now he has 100 off 247. What an innings from the England captain. We've got the achievement for it as well, and we're going to make sure we defend the next ball. We get a century without scoring a 6. We've got a few 4s though, and that's all that matters in a test match. Again, space in the sort of point region on the offside, a few options on the leg side too. Joe Root just cuts it away for a single, the fielder's going to get there pretty quickly, and Moeen Ali's back on strike. 2 balls left for Pat Cummins. Can he get the wicket to Moeen Ali? Trying to force him to play through the offside. It's a lovely shot through the vacant mid-off area. Might well get a 4 for it. The fielder can't get there in time. And Moeen Ali looks brilliant to control. I'm really enjoying batting with him. What a fantastic traditional stroke that was. And they've now plugged that gap to try and prevent another boundary. Final ball of the Nathan Lyon over, and after 5 dots he's changed the field. We've got space down the ground and to both sides. It's a really good field for us actually. Which shot are we going to go for? Down the ground through mid-off. We might well get a boundary for this, although I don't think it's quite got the power. We're certainly going to get 2 though. Joe Root with 2 to finish off the over. Final ball of the over for Hazelwood then. There's space on the leg side and down the ground. It's a short delivery. Joe Root plays it off the back foot. Not something we do very often, but he's going to get 2 runs down to the vacant mid-off region. A brilliant shot from Joe Root, and he moves on to 105. We're on 241 for 6, and we lead by 29 with 4 wickets remaining. Third ball of the Pat Cummins over. Moeen Ali not able to add to the run scoring yet. This one's inside the leg side though, so he's flicked it away for a single. An easy run to put Joe Root back on strike. Moeen Ali settling in quite nicely. Penultimate ball of the Pat Cummins over. We can play it straight back down the ground if we wish, or we can flick one to the leg side. A good delivery for that and another easy single. Moeen Ali back on strike for the final ball. Josh Hazelwood continues at the other end. We've got space on the leg side again. It's a full delivery to Moeen Ali, so he flicks it away for an easy single. Joe Root's back on strike. Hopefully he'll get a defensive field, as he's really starting to increase his scoring now, and he's got options down the ground and to the leg side. Josh Hazelwood's running in. Can we get it away to either position? It's outside off stump, so we'll go down the ground. A beautiful shot from Joe Root again. Gonna be at least 2, possibly a 4, but I don't think it's gonna quite make the boundary. An easy 2 though. We just jog through. Joe Root retains the strike. Same field again to Joe Root. Can we have more runs with this delivery? Outside off stump. Joe Root plays it past the bowler. This one will probably just be a single, as it doesn't go quite as far. The man at mid-on gets around, and Joe Root adds 3 in this over already. Moeen Ali back on strike. What field will we get to the left-hander? Pat Cummins charging in, he continues in the attack. Only 4 men for Australia, so they know what we're going to get. Joe Root flicks it away for a single, and it's our first run off the over, and we continue to build our lead. Moeen Ali back on strike with that single. Again, there's space on the leg side, or we can go down the ground to Pat Cummins, but we can just flick it away when it's an easy shot like that. Joe Root's going to be back on strike again. Final ball of the over from Pat Cummins. It's been a little bit expensive in recent overs. This one's miles outside off stump. Joe Root plays it nicely again. Probably just going to get 1, although they've run back very well there. Moeen Ali's going to get 2, and he barely has to break his stride. Joe Root loses the strike, but he does add another 2 runs with the final ball. Moeen Ali looks really confident and easy to control, and I guess that's going to be followed by a wicket. He fools it away to the leg side though. A brilliant pull shot, and it's going to be a single with Joe Root back on strike. First run of the over, and probably from the worst shot. Space on the leg side for Joe Root, and a little bit through the covers as well. We're going to go for that one, and it's a vacant region. They've put loads of slips in, and we're going to get 2, possibly even 4 if the fielder doesn't speed up, but he does get there just in time. 2 more runs for Joe Root. We've not seen the drinks break yet, so we're obviously squeezing in that extra over now. We've got to play 31 rather than 30 in this session, but there's space on the leg side for Moeen Ali, and he flicks that one away nicely. An easy single to start the Mitchell-Stark over. He's back into the attack, still no sign of the part-timers, and these 4 bowlers must be absolutely knackered. Joe Root's got an option to the leg side. He can also take that wrist through the covers. It's a short delivery and it's gone through everyone. Joe Root played the shot. He didn't get anywhere near it, and it's gone through for 4 runs again. An absolutely awful bit of luck for the bowler, but the wicketkeeper should have done better there. 2 balls left in the over. There's still that space through the covers. Haven't really had a good delivery for it, so we just flick one away to the leg side. Another single for Joe Root. It's oh so easy now. We feel completely comfortable. The lead's just 1 away from 50, and we've still got 4 wickets in the bank, and we've got the likes of Ben Folkes and Chris Wokes to come in yet. Final ball for Stark then. Moeen Ali's on strike. Exactly the same field as we had to Joe Root. Moeen Ali flicks it away to exactly the same place, and the outcome's the same as well. Just a single to finish off the over. The lead is 50 after 90 overs with 262 for 6. There's the drinks break, an over later than planned, so it does look like we'll get in all 31 today and be able to get the full 90 overs of play after coming up 1 short in a second session. A brilliant bit of work from these 2, and a very good likeness in fairness. The same unfortunately can't be said for Curran. I know I mention that every time, but it's very, very frustrating. We've got another rare achievement, 90 overs batting in an Ashes Test innings, and we've really come back well after never thinking we were going to get there. It's a short delivery to Moeen Ali, he pulls it away for a single, and it's another run to start the 91st over as we continue to build our lead. As Hazlewood continues, I'm so surprised that we're in this position. Don't forget we were 56 for 4 at one stage. The top order batsmen, the two openers in particular, really struggled. We've had a bit of a misfield there and we're going to get a single despite hitting the ball straight to the fielder. I wasn't quite sure what had happened there for a minute, but Joe Root nicks a sneaky single. It just shows how poor the opening options are for England. If they had two good top order batsmen, they'd really be a world class side, but the middle order's absolutely sensational as Moeen Ali flicks away another single. A brilliant run again, these two lads rotating the strike easily. Mitchell Starc continues around the wicket to Moeen Ali, not the best angle for it, we can get singles to the leg side oh so easily, and there's another one off the first ball of the over. We're in absolute cruise control at the moment. Joe Root struggled a bit more with this angle, but again if we get that leg side delivery, it is going to be possible for us to flick away, and what a shot that is through the covers, probably our best shot of the day, best shot of this match so far, an unbelievable strike from Joe Root through the covers, a perfect cover drive, that is absolutely sensational, rushed away to the boundary, there was no one getting there. We played it late and it made it all the way. I'm not quite sure about that animation though, the ball looked a little bit glitchy on the way down. But let's try and go for a second one in a row, or hope he'll overcompensate and give us one to flick to the leg side. It's Mitchell Starc charging in again, this one we can flick away, and it's going to be a simple single to the leg side, exactly what you want after a boundary, just an easy run to take you off strike. Moeen Ali back in to face Mitchell Starc with half the over remaining. Hazlewood continues in the attack, it's his third ball of the over, a short delivery that's been pulled away by Root. That one might make the boundary as well. His timing is so sweet at the moment, it's just been kept in and it'll be restricted to 2. A brilliant bit of fielding, but Joe Root's finding his touch. He's rushed into the 120s and this is becoming a proper captain's knock. Moeen Ali supporting brilliantly on 24, but Joe Root keeps the strike for now. Apparently we've only got 12 overs remaining today, so we're not going to get anywhere near the 90 that we were hoping for. This one's around the wicket from Mitchell Starc. Moeen Ali flicks another single, but as long as we keep scoring runs, we're not going to complain too much. Mitchell Starc charging in, it's over the wicket to the right hander this time. He's got an option to flick this away, Joe Root, and it's going to be another really easy single. We're adding runs so comfortably at the moment, and it's easy to get 3 or 4 runs off and over. Final ball of the over then for Mitchell Starc, back around the wicket to the left hander this time. Moeen Ali flicks it away, exactly the same again, and that line's just not working for him, but he's not really learning at all, and Moeen Ali's getting a single off every delivery. A brilliant finish to the over, and we continue to build our lead. Moeen Ali on strike to Josh Hazlewood, second ball of the over, it's a short one that he's pulled away again, and Moeen Ali is getting so many easy runs on the leg side as all the bowlers are just serving it up for him. Joe Root facing Hazlewood, there's space on both sides of the field, this one's the perfect cover drive again, he's going to get another 4 Joe Root, he's so confident with the bat at the moment, everything's coming out of the middle, and it's another boundary to take him onto a bigger score, he's now on 128. 2 balls left in the over, can he add any more boundaries now? This one's a bit fuller, but it's exactly the same line, and he flicks it away for a single on the offside, although the man at point gets around pretty quickly. Mitchell Starc continues, again it's around the wicket to Moeen Ali, a short ball on the leg side, pulled away for a single yet again. It's the same story every time, it's oh so easy from Australia at the moment. He seems to be learning and coming back over the wicket to Joe Root now. Not sure why he's not sticking with that for Moeen Ali. Joe Root tries to flick it away, edges it to the offside, it wasn't intended, but we nick an easy single as there's no fielder there. Moeen Ali back on strike, and I'm sure Mitchell Starc will be back around the wicket. Of course he is, he set the field up perfectly for us, an easy flick to the leg side for a single, and space in the covers if he does give us one outside off stump. Again it's a leg side delivery, again it's off the hips for a single, and it's another run for England. Australia don't look like they've got any ideas left. The spinner will surely come back on shortly, that's probably their only hope today. Same field for Joe Root again on 130 and feeling confident. Hopefully we'll be able to get something outside off stump. We have, and we've just cut it away for a single. The man in the covers runs around and he just prevents the second run. Joe Root gets back off strike. Moeen Ali can attack and push for his half century. Around the wicket to the left-hander again, final ball of the over. Again it's a short ball outside leg stump, and again it's pulled away for a single. A good finish to the over from Ali, and we're 288 for 6 with 96 overs gone. Apparently just 9 overs left in the day and it's Pat Cummins back into the attack rather than the spinner. Moeen Ali flicks it away just as easily though, and there's no man in the deep on the leg side. How is that learning from the field settings? Moeen Ali has been scoring runs galore on the leg side and they put no one there and allowed an easy boundary. Moeen Ali's going to get a half century quickly at this rate. Final ball of the over, again space down the ground and plenty on the leg side if we get the right ball. This one might be flicked away. It's going to be an easy single. Moeen Ali adds to the run tally again. We now lead by 81 and move on to 293. A brilliant first innings lead so far. Let's hope it continues off Mitchell Starc here. Final ball of the over for Mitchell Starc. He's coming over the wicket to Joe Root, flicks it away for a single to the leg side. It's such an easy run scoring option at the moment, and we move on to 297, a lead of 85. Pat Cummins continues, second ball of the over for him, again outside off stump. We're going to try and get it away. A brilliant shot through point for Root, and it's going to be another boundary. There's so much more fluency in his strikes now. They're getting to the boundary at speed, and he's really getting the ball out the middle of the bat as he moves on to 136. Pat Cummins has filled that gap but left one at mid-off, so hopefully we'll be able to get it down the ground or flick it to the leg side for a single. Again, it's a full delivery right onto the pads, and it's going to be an easy single to put Moeen Ali back on strike. Josh Hazlewood into the attack again, a bit of a wacky field. It doesn't look like we are going to see the spinner tonight as Joe Root hooks it round the corner. Another single for him, Moeen Ali back on strike. They're continuing with Team Australia, so I don't think Nathan Lyon's going to get a chance. We're definitely not going to see a part-timer, so let's hope Moeen Ali can add some runs here. It's Josh Hazlewood coming in over the wicket. Again, it's a full delivery on the leg stump, and he's going to be flicked away for an easy single. Plenty of pace on that one. And I know I keep having to say the same thing, but Australia keeps serving us up the same delivery. It makes it oh so easy, and the lead continues to build. It's over the wicket from Pat Cummins, down the ground from Moeen Ali. He has caught that absolutely beautifully. No fielder's going to be catching that one. It's gone all the way for 4, and Moeen Ali's well into the 40s now, just 6 away from his half century. 2 balls left in the over. They've opened up that space at mid-off again. One more boundary gives us a lead of 100 overnight, and Moeen Ali's gone for it, but I think he's only going to get a single or 2 there. The fielder's going to get there pretty quickly and prevent it reaching the boundary. 2 runs for Moeen Ali. He's now just a few away from his half century, and we're just 2 away from a lead of 100. Third ball of the Hazlewood over. Still no sign of the spinner. It's outside off stump. We're going to try and cut it away. It's gone past the 2 fielders. It's going to be another boundary. What a shot from Joe Root. Absolutely sensational, and he might even reach 150 before the end of the day. We're in our 28th over, so we've probably got 1 or 2 more, depending on when bad light stops play, or if we get the full 30 overs in. 2 balls left in the over. The only real space in the field is on the leg side. It's a full delivery which has been hit away well, but it doesn't beat the infielder, and it's just a single. It looks like the day's finished there. We're not going to get the final 2 overs in. Both men perilously short of big milestones. Moeen Ali 3 away from a half century and Joe Root just 7 away from 150. But either way, they've been absolutely sensational. And again, we've just lost the 1 wicket in this session. Johnny Bairstow going for 18 off 40. Nathan Lyon getting his 2nd wicket. However, despite that, we've added 119 runs in that session, 316 for 6 now, after 103 overs. The run rate's crept above 3, and these 2 have put on a 99 partnership, so just a single in the morning, and they will have got to 100. That would have been the 2nd time in the last 3 wickets, so excellent work from our middle order. And we've still got Ben Foakes and Chris Wokes to come, so I think we could get to 400 yet. Jimmy Anderson's obviously the tail ender at the end, so we're not going to worry about him too much, but Joe Root could get to 150, and it'd be nice to get a couple of half centuries too. Australia just stuck with the 4 bowlers. Nathan Lyon obviously getting his 2nd wicket, and his economy's now down to 3.5, but most of the seam bowlers have been a bit more expensive. Mitchell Starc and Pat Cummins with an economy of just under 3, and Hazlewood's has crept over now, just the 1 wicket for him as well. If we go to the full scorecard to show you where we are, we lead by 104 after Australia's miserly first innings total, 212 on a pretty decent pitch. Usman Khawaja the only top scorer. We did wonder if it was a poor pitch as we were looking like falling to the same. We were 56 for 4 near the start of this day, don't forget, but in the last 2.5 sessions we've been absolutely sensational. So if you did enjoy this episode and that fantastic couple of partnerships, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Let me know what you think of the series so far, particularly in terms of the realism of the bowling and batting when the AI are controlling their bowling lines. They really seem to be struggling with left armour to left armour. It seems to be a big problem with Mitchell Starc not being able to find the right delivery or line to Moeen Ali. Having said that, he seemed to be more effective in day one. I just don't know why he kept coming around the wicket. Of course, as we mentioned, we'll be back for the start of day 3 in the next episode. We'll play through the first session of that day. Hopefully, if we can bat through that session, it means we'll be in a position where we just can't be caught, as we probably would have reached 400 by then. So plenty of pressure on Australia. Hopefully we can ramp it up on day 3 as well. Our career mode content will be coming after this Ashes test. We've got a long-term career plan to emulate Alistair Cook, which you can see no one's managed to do in real life or in this series either. We'll also do a little bit of off-spin bowling, just to provide a little bit of variety. But in the meantime, subscribe to the channel for daily FM19 content. We've got 2 long-term stories from that game. We've also got 3 episodes a week from this Cricket 19 series, as well as our career mode afterwards, and then weekly content from Snooker 19. That's a career mode series as well. But a massive thanks for watching and your continued support with the series. I really do appreciate it, and we'll see you next time for another important episode as we continue to build a big lead with England and try to get Joe Root and Moeen Ali to milestones.